muted all of you so that we don't have total cacophony here because Ted and I wanted to just say a few words before we start start the singing. Ted?
Well, maybe first of all, the history of this party goes back to 1968, when we were in faculty housing in Princeton and blocked off the street and started our parties then. And then coming to Lawrence in 68, and every summer, almost every summer, thanks to wonderful friends who helped us put together the party by the lights and the different flags and so forth. And then enormous amount of food that we had over the years, phenomenal gastronomy and different countries and so forth, just an amazing kind of thing. And there was one year, we started off having lots of punch, and people rather liked wine rather than punch. And so there's one year that there were over 50 bottles of wine that were empty bottles. And so I set them out in the driveway like a big rectangle, like a flag. And then looked at all these bottles and thought of all the people who brought them and how they shared the wine. And the wines were ranging from the green wine from Portugal, the red wine from Spain, and the red wine from Italy, and the red and white wines from France, and the white wine from Germany, and then the red wine from Argentina and from Australia, and the wines from New York and California. And in a sense, that the idea that we do every year is to celebrate a wonderful sense of whatever liberty is, equality, and so forth in this wonderful month before school starts. So that's been sort of the tradition. And for many years we had sparklers, and it was just wonderful to see everybody holding the sheet of music, sparklers, wonderful glow on their faces, sparks everywhere, some smoke coming up, singing the Marseillaise. It was just wonderful, that idea of celebration. And the music that you see is one that I copied many years ago at the library at KU, asked James Smith. So we looked at various editions, and so what this is a copy of the Marseillaise is published in 1943 as a kind of the fight against the Nazis and so forth. So there's an error in it, but in other words, that's sort of the history of that actual music itself. But so over the years, we've really enjoyed this. And above all, just the wonderful sense of camaraderie, the sense of freedom that we all share together. So it's been for us a very, very moving time. And this is the very first time we're doing it by television, by Zoom.
So
Nice.
I just unmuted you all, and I just want to say too how wonderful it is that so many of you agreed to be here tonight. You can imagine how sad we are that we can't have the real party. On the other hand, if you've been outside today, it's a muggy, horrible day, and it was a very good day not to have the party.
4969.
So we usually sing the Marseillaise twice, and so let's see, Debbie, Megan, Matt, am I missing a musician here? Are you the three?
Not everybody is unmuted, Mary.
Not everyone's unmuted. Oh, Chris Hakeem, you're not unmuted. Oh,
Testing. I'm me. Okay, can you hear me okay?
yeah.
Megan and
Not unmuted. And
Do we need to do a link? Where to and all that?
You want the time through,
Okay,
I give tempo and the second one is cut tempo.
there's Mary Elizabeth and Dan. Guys, before we begin, let me just say that some of you, many of you, remember Mary Elizabeth Debicki, who came to our parties, and the flag in back of us, when I go back to my screen, is one that Mary Elizabeth brought many years ago. She now lives in Nashville, as to, in the same residence as to our dear friends Dan and Joe Church. And Dan and Joe were our graduate student friends. Wait, they were our graduate student friends at the University of Wisconsin. And they're chiming in from Nashville, as is Mary Elizabeth Debicki. So we have two people from Nashville with us tonight.
Nice.
All right, we usually sing this twice. I'm going back to my other screen here. Ellen, unmute yourself. Ellen Gold. Ellen, I'm trying to get everybody unmuted, and Ellen is not unmuted, I don't think. But anyway,
Kristen?
Debbie, are you gonna?
Wait, where did you go?
All right,
Hey, hold
and
on.
afterwards we can stay on for a bit, you know, if you want to chat. So, Debbie, are we ready?
Oh, I'd like to see Megan. I can't. This
Debbie
screen.
and
Oh, there you
Megan
are.
are there. It's Debbie, Megan, and Pat. Is
You got my
everybody
notes,
ready?
Megan? Okay.
Yes, I got it.
So Mary, well,
First time I get a tempo, second time cut time.
Okay, so, well, let's just go through twice, okay?
darn it. I wish there was a way to do twice, okay?
Okay?
Hey, Matt, let's let Matt start us off. He's got the
Everybody ready?
Wait,
Okay,
hold on, Mary.
Debbie?
Following Megan.
Okay,
Follow Matt.
Okay, I'm not gonna be able to see it. Okay.
okay. Allons-en.
Wait,
One at let me came right out.
Debbie, why don't you give give the first note, play the first note and then we can start.
Okay. Ready? Here we go.
playing right now, right?
Joyce
Debbie?
We don't have a conductor.
Second try.
Mary, right?
Joyce, I'm sorry.
Who's gonna conduct? We don't.
Well,
Joyce,
I'll bet you've worked without a conductor before.
Joyce, why don't we let Joyce conduct?
Shall we go?
Joyce Castle, conduct everybody. Okay, ready?
Twice as fast.
Again?
Well, we'll do it faster,
No one can hear you.
It's over.
Let's have a toast. Vive la France.
Vive la France.
Let me just say that,
No, I only had beer to drink.
just say that I think this expression, this moment, is the ultimate in liberty and in a way equality and especially fraternity. So,
Entropy.
Good George.
Entropy.
Yes, I'm calling your phone. If you would like to to speak or say something, could you please raise your hand? Because otherwise it's total cacophony. Debbie?
Hi.
Debbie.
Yeah, I don't feel like we were.
Hello.
Can we do it one more time at the cut time tempo? Da-dun, da-dun, dun, dun, dun. Yeah?
It'll never get any better.
Okay, back up.
Okay, okay.
Megan,
Like
Megan.
that, like that.
Megan,
One more
okay,
time.
say something.
Yeah.
One,
Just
two,
wanted
yeah.
to show it.
Faster.
If anyone would like to speak, please raise your hand. I'm sure we do have some time left. Just, but I need.
Aye.